I know what I need to make a video about. Today has been about what to do after hitting level 50. So today we're gonna go, once again, this is a step-by-step channel. So we're gonna do what to do from 50 to reaching Rohendel, which is 460 high level. And this is without, of course, paying or using the stupid Marie shot. I mean, we've discussed this on stream. After 16 hours of streaming, I think I know what I need to make a video about. Today has been about what to do after hitting level 50. So today we're gonna go, once again, this is a step-by-step channel. So we're gonna do what to do from 50 to reaching Rohendel, which is 460 eye level. And this is without, of course, paying or using the stupid Marie shot. I mean, we've discussed this on stream. It's very, very expensive. They're pretty much trying to make people not rush. I feel like that's the motto here, and they really want to punish anybody that want to try to whale. Anyways, guys, a lot of you guys hit 50 in Art to Time. You guys were asking, do I drop everything, head to burn? No, you want to finish the entire continent, whack down all those blue quests. Is it purple in Art to Time or blue? Anyways, you want to do all of them, the main story quests, and then after that you'll be instructed to go to, I think, the Sea of Guinea. And then you'll discover the functionality of this island where you deposit your island tokens in the future. Anyways, after that you go straight to Vern. You'll go through the port to the city. And once you're in the city, you're not done just yet. You want to do the quests. There is a quest that's going to unlock the Chaos Dungeon, so you can do that. You also unlock, for certain classes, you unlock your level 50 skill for Deathblade. It was Voice Strike. For Gunslingers, you unlock Target Down or Take Down. Well, I don't know the English version, but anyways, you get one of the skills at 50. You'll get a quest that'll lead you to Beatrice. You'll just use Song F2, go to Trixion, and you'll unlock your Awakening skill, your first one. All right, your ultimate. You'll also get a quest that'll tell you to go kill the first Guardian raid boss, Urnil. Now, in order to enter, you won't be able to enter unless you go into your journal, go into the guide, and get a guide quest for the Guardian raid. That way you can unlock the Guardian raid and complete that quest. Also, you want to accept your weekly quests now. So these are the ones that I'm going to do. Anyways, you don't have to follow me, but you want to do all the quests. Now, what about Chaos Dungeons and Guardian raids? Now, this is time sensitive stuff, as well as, of course, your dailies, your Epina dailies, Una dailies, whatever the fuck they're called now. Alright, you want to do these? I'm going to do the stone ones. The ones that gave me these stones right here. The question is, do I do that first or do I go to other stuff? Now, the answer depends on how much time you got left until the server resets. It's 5 a.m. EST for the Eastern servers, so I have a lot of time. What I'm going to do is not do Chaos Dungeons. I'm going to keep questing and finish the rest of Vern. So I'm not going to do Chaos Dungeon, Guardian Raids, and I'm going to do the rest of Vern. I'm going to go to Rania, finish the blue quest here, and it'll give me a purple quest. And then I finish the entire zone, and at the end, you're going to get a power pass, I think around here, once you finish all of Vern. Yeah, you get a power pass, and then you can use that right away, or you can keep questing. So what I did was I went to the character selection screen. After learning the power pass, you claim it from your mail, you right click it, you learn it, and then I went to the character selection screen. I created a character, I customized it, and then I got out of it, and then I used the power pass. You click on the character, you hit the power pass, you hit Vern, and then do a couple of the steps in there so that you get your gear, your armor from the mail, set it up, 302 eye level, as you can see. My two other characters here, I set their skills, all of that stuff, did their Chaos Dungeons, did their Guardian raids, funneled the loot to my main. If you guys want to know more about the power of ults, the truth about ults, I have a video about that. So I funneled the resources. Now you don't have to follow me, you don't have to create your ults if you're not decided on what to do just yet, or you don't know what characters to build. So after I funneled the loot, what I did was I proceeded to do more blue quests. It led me to Shoeshire. I finished all of Shoeshire, the land of the warriors, and then at the end, close to the wolf, you'll get your first set of Chaos Dungeon gear. All right. So once you finish Shoeshire, make sure you guys go there with the icebreaker ship. You don't want to make 2 trips. You don't want to go there with your S stock and then they're like, hey, you don't have the right ship to break the ice. It's just RP. You don't really need the icebreaker to break the ice. You could just go with S stock in the future. But anyways, go with the icebreaker, finish Shoeshire, and you'll get towards the end the full upgradable gear. And then Lost Ark does this. They tell you to go get this amount of item level so that you can go do more blue quests. And then you whack the mole of those blue quests, and then it'll be like, hey, go get the eye level to go to the next continent, back and forth. So after you finish Shoeshire, you get the gear, and then it'll give you a purple quest saying get the 460 item level. All right. Now, how the fuck do you get the item level? You get the materials to upgrade your gear. Now, the 2 alts following you the resources is not enough. However, you can go from 302 to 460 in a day. How? We do islands. Islands, gotta do it anyways, guys. It's part of the horizontal content. It's the exploration. If you do the islands and get the island tokens, you never have to do the island tokens. You don't have to get it again on your alts. It is server completed. All right. So how did I get a lot of materials from these island deals? Well, I could give you a list, a link in the description, but for me, I just have them all memorized. So I did Shadow Island. Shadow Island gives a lot of mats for upgrading. I also did Calthres, that gave some mats. Also unlocks a Fat Una daily for more rocks. I also did Dream Goal Island. Gives a lot of mats. You cannot complete the latter portion because it asks you for a song. We'll talk about that. I also did Golden Wave Island, not for the materials there, but it's an easy island heart. You just loot all the crates and it's RNG. I also did Runaways Island, some mats, some engravings up in there. I also did the turtle, not great for materials. Panda, fat. Panda Island, fat mats. Starlight Island, some mats up there. And then I also did, let's see, Fortuna is tier 2. I mean, you could go there. You could just break the golden, what is that, urns for an island heart. Really easy. Island heart over there. As long as they don't get killed by the fucking sharks. Lopang Island, you don't have to do that right away. Astella gives engravings. Decent mats. And another place with the fat mats all the way north is the Glacier Island. You can also type the name here if you don't know how to find them. Glacier Island. And in order to go to Glacier Island, you need a song from Peyto. Peyto is right here. It's a ship on Peyto. If you go up to the ship's deck, you can navigate through here. Now this one, you'll get a quest around here for going to Glacier. As long as they don't get killed by the fucking sharks. Lopang Island, you don't have to do that right away. Astella gives engravings. Decent mats. And another place with the fat mats all the way north is the Glacier Island. You can also type the name here if you don't know how to find them. Glacier Island. And in order to go to Glacier Island, you need a song. Glacier's Island. Glacier Island. And over here, there's going to be a vendor for a song. Okay? Now, in order to buy that song, you need pirate coins. And where you can get pirate coins is at Black Fang's Den. You also want to do these for materials as well. So knock out Black Fang's Den. It'll give you pirate coins. And then you can also do Freedom Island for some mats. And then you'll go to Peyto, buy the song. Over here, 3rd floor, shit. Buy the song, get the quest for Glacier Island. Do the Glacier Island quest chain, gives a lot of mats. Now with the song, what you do is you're going to go to Lullaby Island. Lullaby Island. Look at the time. Admission period for the group co-op quest begins, check out the time, every 2 hours. You go there every 2 hours, and then you're going to do the prerequisite quests. You have to find the ferry. Right here, you're going to see like an icon that tells you the timer, and people will be waiting. And then you're going to get the song of resonance, and then use it to complete this group event, and then it'll give you a crate. The crate has a chance for an island token, which I got first shot, and If you do this 3 times, you'll get enough materials to hand it to the quest NPC to get the forest's minuet. This song is OP and it's good to get early on. While you do this quest, you also get more materials as well. And with this song, you can finish the second portion of Dream Goal Island, which is fat rewards, like 2,000 armor upgrade materials, like 1,000 weapon upgrade materials. I was able to blow past 460 just by doing those islands. Plus, we have the welcome challenge over here, 3rd floor, shit, by the song. Now with the song, what you do is you're gonna go to Lullaby Island. Lullaby over here, 3rd floor, shit, by the song, get the quest for Glacier Island. Do the Glacier Island quest chain, gives a lot of mats. Now with the song, what you do is you're gonna go to Lullaby Island. Lullaby Island, look at the time. Admission period for the group co-op quest begins, check out the time, every 2 hours. You go there every 2 hours, and then you're gonna do the prerequisite quests. You have to find the ferry. Right here, you're gonna see like an icon that tells you the timer, and people will be waiting. And then you're gonna get the song of resonance, and then use it to complete this group event. And then it'll give you a crate. The crate has a chance for an island token, which I got first shot. And if you do this 3 times, you'll get enough materials to hand it to the quest NPC to get the forest's minuet. This song is OP and it's good to get early on. While you do this quest, you also get more materials as well. And with this song, you can finish the second portion of Dream Goal Island, which is fat rewards, like 2,000 armor upgrade materials, like 1,000 weapon upgrade materials. I was able to blow past 460 just by doing those islands. Plus, we have the welcome challenge, which I don't have everything done, but it's giving me a lot of the rewards. I got a shit ton of engravings. I've already learned my first green and blue engravings for my blade. So these are all the mats I have left over after completing those islands. And I never used the auction house or the fucking Marie store. I didn't swipe. I just got it all for free. And I'm in Rohendel, proceeding onwards, guys. So that is what you guys can do. And you want to keep pushing. And before maybe like you want to go to bed or log off, that's when you want to do the time sensitive like Chaos Dungeons and Guardian Raids, your dailies. That's when you want to do those. Or like an hour before the reset. Because the higher you push your item level, the bigger, the higher Chaos Dungeons and Guardian Raids you can do, that will yield more materials. Now, as for Guardian Raids, you have to complete the previous step to, proceed onwards. But if you go to the Guardian Raids, you don't have to claim the loot when you do it. So if you look at this, I can do this one. I have the item level, but I don't have the prerequisites. I haven't killed these dudes. So I gotta do these. However, when I enter, if you don't click this, then you don't claim the Harvest Guardian Soul, the loot. So don't click this. And then go in there, kill it, get the first time rewards. Go in there, kill it with the group or something. Claim your first time rewards. Make sure when you matchmake or find the party, make sure to click this off. Do this, and you'll get the prerequisites to do this. And then that's when you claim the loots, right before you're gonna log off or right before the daily resets. All right, that's the strat for the Guardian Raids, guys. All right, so I think that pretty much summed up the detail so that you guys can go to Rohendel in one day or in a stretch without ever fucking buying with your gold or cash for materials. Hope this video was helpful. After 16 hours of streaming,
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna give you a crash course to Lost Ark, tell you how to survive your first week in the game, get the most out of it while at the same time have the most fun with your characters, and not just wander around clueless or being frustrated that you don't understand things. Everything that's important and I was asked by many other new players in the past few days, I will include in this video, add more on top of it. And that's gonna be our starter guide. Yeah, we're gonna discuss the following topics today: choosing your server, choosing your class, a little bit of a game settings overview because there are some important things in the settings that I would like you to know. How to level up and how to level up fast in case you're into that. What you can do after level 50 and what are some priorities that you need to keep in mind. The importance of vaults and how to boost other characters. And lastly, what to buy from the cash shop, what is worth getting from there. So after you launch the game, you're going to be faced with your first choice, and that is the region and the server. In terms of regions, you can play on whichever one you want. Obviously, the closer to your home, the better ping you're gonna have. However, if you live in Europe, you're not locked to playing on a European server. You can play on any server in any region you wish, yeah? Vice versa as well. In terms of servers, I will link you in the description below a spreadsheet that contains a lot of the guilds and where they have went in terms of filling up a server, for example, with a mostly German-speaking community or Spanish-speaking community or French, etc. In case you are a German, French, Spanish, Italian, Polish player and you're looking for a specific community, that list in the description is going to contain this. Same goes if you're an English-speaking player and you want a server where there's mostly English-speaking players. Those are also in the description below. They have added new servers after the Founders Packs release, which was a few days ago. The names of these newer servers will also be in the description below. And I recommend that you choose one of those because your queue times are going to be much shorter compared to you joining a server that was opened initially with the Founders Packs release. Now, let's get onto the server in the character selection screen. Next topic that I would like to discuss with you is choosing your class, because this is what you're going to be doing next. Now, I have a full video on how to choose a class in Lost Ark, all of the classes overview. So that's linked in the description. You should absolutely watch it. I'm not going to talk a lot about it. However, I do want to mention one thing, and that is the fact that if you make a mistake in choosing your class now, that's absolutely no problem. Getting several characters to level 50 is actually a cool thing in Lost Ark. It's a form of content in its own. Really fun to do. But we're going to talk about alts a little bit later and how to boost them. Choose the class that you feel the most connected to. Watch my video on classes, and that's about everything here. Next up, I would like to take you through some game settings that I think are important. Here in the settings menu, after you press escape, you have a cogwheel. And first, in the video category, we have Force 21:9 aspect ratio. If you look at this character right here on the left, you can see that we see all the way until her skirt. With this option enabled, this is how much more we see. And it happens the same on the right hand side of the screen as well. When you play PvP, this is a big asset for you to see players from further away. Everyone plays with Force 21:9 aspect ratio in PvP, so you would be at a disadvantage if you don't, right? You don't need to have a 21:9 native resolution screen. You can just force it on a normal screen like I'm doing, and almost everyone else. Also in the accessibility menu, we have the mouse settings, the mouse cursor settings. You can change its color and also you can change its size, yeah. You can also change its color from within the game if you press Ctrl on your keyboard and you scroll with your mouse scroll. You go through colors depending on which content you enter, so you can clearly see where your mouse is because that's where you're going to be aiming your skills. Also in the accessibility menu here, we have a photosensitivity mode, which I highly recommend you turn on. This reduces the harsh flashes that you see on your screen, and it's a pleasure for the eyes to play with this turned on. Next, in the gameplay section, in the controls and display, we have here display other people's pets. This removes everyone has a pet after them in Lost Ark, and having them disabled is something that you can do, something that I do, and I recommend you do that too. Combat outline is something that I also recommend you have turned on. This basically gives your character a white outline while you are in combat, so you can better see if you're behind an object or behind a boss. You can at least see an outline of your character. Yeah. Next, we're going to talk about the leveling up process. I want to give you a few tips here, guide you a little bit. As you start off, you're going to be on this island, in this town in particular, and you're going to make your way through levels by following the story quest. That's all you need to do in Lost Ark in order to level up to level 50. Yellow quests or purple quests are optional, and you can always come back to do them later in case you choose to skip them, so that you can level up as fast as possible. This is how you level up as fast as possible, and that is only following on the story quest. On top of the story quest, as you chase this particular story, you're going to have red instantaneous or spontaneous quests popping on your screen. Very easy to do. Kill 3 mobs on your way. Talk to 2 NPCs on your way as you're following the story, right? So definitely do those red quests as well. They're actually going to help you later on. Now, the story, after you leave this island, changes from orange color to a light blue color like this. So as you set sail from East Lutera's dock, you're going to how you level up as fast as possible, and that is only following follow a light blue story from now on. It asks you to go here in Tortoik, and then Annika, Artentine, and North Verne, which is your first big stop, if I may. You don't need to go through all of these zones to get to 50. So what I did, and what I recommend you do as well, is you leave East Lutera on your boat, you follow a blue story to Tortoik, you finish Tortoik's story, which is lovely, beautiful, and you also get some couple of very useful things for later on, like a song, for example, and then you skip Annika altogether. You don't go here, even though after finishing Tortoik, it asks you to go here. From Tortoik, you set sail again and you go to Artentine. As you dock in Artentine, the blue story is actually going to resume, even though you've completely skipped Annika. And you're going to finish up your blue story here. On top of that, all of the red quests, spontaneous quests that I talked about earlier, are going to do them here as well. They're present in every map, so just do them. And also, because our goal when we leave Artentine is to be level 49 and 60% to 50, we're going to do some yellow quests in Artentine as well, but not many, just 4 of them. All of the quests in Totrich, which are 3 in total, and also one quest from Sasha here called New Machine Order. Sasha is one NPC that you're going to meet throughout your story several times, so you cannot miss this yellow quest from Sasha called New Machine Order. If you're still missing, after what we just discussed, red quests, story quests, and this yellow quest in Totrich and the one from Sasha, if you're still missing XP to be 49 and 60%, do not leave Artentine and go to Verne, because you're going to have to come back since you're not going to level up to 50 in Verne. Do a little bit more yellow quests here in Riza Falls. There are 2 of them, or 1 of them here and 1 of them here, that reward you with really good experience. So when you do leave Artentine, because the story will ask you to leave this zone and go to Verne, the goal is to do that when you're 49 and 60% to your level 50. When you hit Verne, this is your first big stop. This is where you basically unlock the end game activities in Lost Ark. And that leads us to our next topic, which is what to do at level 50 and what should be your priorities. This is Verne Castle map, and after you finish your business in Artentine, it's going to send you here. You come here, there's a big cinematic story. You're going to finish that in a few minutes, and then you're going to visit the Queen. She's going to give you enough experience to hit level 50, assuming you are 49 and 60%. And then After that, part of the story, you're going to come here to the Chaos Dungeons, you're going to unlock them, and then you're going to unlock the daily quest as well, also part of the story, and all of these waypoints in Vern Castle, they're important, so unlock them. Don't forget to bind yourself to Vern Castle so that you can have your recall set to here. This is important. Now, the first ever thing that you should do at endgame in terms of content are these Chaos Dungeons that you can access by interacting with this statue. These are very easy mobbing content, and this first one right here is accessible starting with item level 250, which you should absolutely have if you finished the story, and they reward you, amongst many other things, with your set of gear. This set of gear is, you can even have it all the way until tier 2. You really don't need to change it or modify it into any other gear. You can use this one from day 1 all the way until you finish your tier 1 progression and enter tier 2. After you finish 1 or even 2 runs if you want of the Chaos Dungeons, you should play Song of Trixion and go visit Beatrice in Trixion, so she would give you the purple quest which starts your awakening skill quest. This is your awakening skill right here, all the way at the bottom, this one right here, and you get it by visiting Beatrice in Trixion, assuming you're level 50. Alongside with your awakening skill, you're also going to get a level 50 skill. Each class gets their own skill, of course. Both of these, the awakening and the level 50 skill, regular skill that you can drag on your bar, come as items in your bag. So there's an orange and black item, and there's also a black item. You have to use both of those from your bag in order to get these 2 skills. Awakening skill, the first awakening skill, this one, is pretty easy to do, and I definitely advise you do it as the second thing in your journey at endgame. After completing these 2 things that we discussed, the world is your oyster. You can start doing whatever you want. If I would be to recommend you a couple of things or a way to go, I would actually go here to the Guardian Raid section, and I would finish my 2 daily runs of a Guardian Raid appropriate for my item level. In this case, since you're just wearing the 302 gear from the Chaos Dungeons, you have access to this boss. Later on, when you enchant your gear a bit, you have access to this, and so on, right? On top of that, daily quests is something that I highly recommend you start doing with day 1. You have 3 daily quests per day to do, and also 3 weekly quests per week. So taking 3 dailies, I advise you focus on these dailies that give you either this material or this material. Doing 3 dailies during your first day is again something that I would do myself. Weekly quests, again, focus on this material and this material. They are very important for your gear enchanting process. After this, I would basically just jump on the sea and start doing the island quests, which are a beautiful form of story it's just very rewarding and very fun to do as well. You get to discover what Lost Ark is about and at the same time get gear enchantment materials. Speaking about gear enchantment materials, I have another video just posted a couple of days ago, linked in the description below. Very important for you to watch that, where I tell you all of the places where you can get gear enchantment materials and how I go about getting mine, so I can progress with my gear also at the same time as playing the game and having fun, discovering my class. Personally, I would jump straight onto the Paito Island. I would come here to this deck, finish the yellow quest here for a little bit of pirate coins. Then I would go to this quadrant, this island right here, the Freedom Island. I would finish the 2 yellow quests here for more pirate coins, at which point I would have enough pirate coins, which is another currency in the game, to go back to Peito here, same deck, this merchant, and buy myself this particular song that costs pirate coins. After I have this song, I would right away go and start doing this quadrant, this island right here, Lullaby Island. There is an event here on this island where you need to do it 3 times, and this event requires you to play this song in order to complete it. The event, after you do it 3 times, it's a purple quest on the island, right? After you do it 3 times, it rewards you with this song. This song is later on useful in a very rewarding island for gear enchantment materials, which is this island right here, this one, the Dream Gull Island. Here, in order to finish all of the quests, you need this song that you get from Lullaby Island. This is how I would start, and afterwards I would go watch my own video with the gear enchantment materials so I can see all of the other islands. In the description, I'm also gonna link you a spreadsheet with all of the islands for tier 1 content and tier 2 as well that give you anything. All of those islands are listed there, and the rewards that they have are also listed there. So you can see which one gives you gear enchantment materials, which one gives you sea tokens, which one gives you pirate coins, etc. Upon hitting item level 340, when I enchant my blue gear a little bit, I would get my friends together or my guildies and go to farm some abyssal dungeons. You have one run of each of these per character per week, and it's important to do because not only they give you nice accessories for your character, they also give you gold and not to mention gear enchantment materials. This is a harder form of 4-man content, so I would get my friends together for this. And I would farm it. Once I farm this enough times, the first one and the second one, I would get these tokens, and the second one also rewards me with actual pieces of blue gear. This right here is the same item level as your blue one, the purple one. It's 302. However, the only difference is that being a higher grade, purple as opposed to blue, it gives you better bonus effects, and also on top of that, it's a set. So having a set with set bonuses is always better than just having a blue piece on yourself. And once I finish those abyssal dungeons, I will get tokens as rewards. Tokens which you can exchange down here in the enchanting district. You can exchange at this NPC with actual pieces of blue gear. I have enough tokens to request 3 hats, but I'm going to request, for example, a piece of pants because my pants are blue. I will request these purple pants. I will also request a piece of purple gloves, and I didn't claim the gloves yet. Don't forget to claim stuff, yeah? And I have them both now in my bag, pants and gloves. Then I would go to the merchant that has a hammer as a symbol, gear honing. It says interact, gear transfer, select my pants, then take my blue pants that I'm currently wearing and use them as fodder to transfer all of my enchants over to my purple pants. Gear transfer, I lose my blue ones, but I get my purple ones with the same exact enchants as my blue ones had. Do the same with gloves, and now all of a sudden I already have 3 pieces from the purple set, which I can equip on myself and get some juicy set bonuses as well, which is attack speed 8% in my case. This is the way gear works at a very basic explanation in Lost Ark. It works the same in the next tier as well. Once you get the blue from the chaos, you can start farming the abyssal, get some tokens or even pieces dropped from the dungeons, and just replace that, take on the enchants and move on. You should also continue doing your story. The blue one that led you here, it continues through North Verne, and then after that it takes you to Shoeshire, and then from Shoeshire and item level 460 you can move on to Rohendel and further to the west side of the map. Yeah. Now finishing the blue quests in the light blue story in North Verne also unlocks the abyssal dungeons that I was talking about. On top of that, finishing this story unlocks the opportunity for you to boost up another character for free all the way to endgame, and that is done with the help of this item, which is called a Verne Power Pass, and you get this item in your mail as soon as you finish the last quest in the blue story of North Verne, which is called Earin's Request. Eventually you're gonna have to come back here to the Queen, and that quest is going to be called Earin's Request. You finish it and you get in your mailbox here a Verne Power Pass. You take this Power Pass in your bag, you right click it, use it, and now you have it bound to your account. Then you go to character selection screen, create a character, and then use the Verne Power Pass on it by pressing Power Pass as opposed to Start Game. Once that character is at end game, that character is also going to receive another Verne Power Pass that you can again use in the same way and boost up a third character on that account to level 50. These power passes never expire, so I recommend you use them sparingly. In case you're a new player, you're trying a class at end game, you might like it or you might not. If you don't really like it at end game, feel free to use another Vern Power Pass to boost up another. Try that one. But then after your second, wait a little bit. Wait a few days, maybe a couple of weeks, until you get to discover this game a bit more, until you get to see what other classes people are playing. Maybe you like some animations of someone right next to you, and then you're gonna have a free boost in order to use on the class that you have picked while being a little bit more educated on Lost Ark, as opposed to boosting up or leveling up a third character that you might eventually not like either. Alts are very useful in Lost Ark because of many reasons. First of all of these cooldowns that we talked about, they are per character. So doing abyssal dungeons on your alt as well, it's very easy to get to 340, right? Your alt can also make this sum of gold, a bit of accessories, some gear enchantment materials as well. The same things goes for the chaos dungeons, yeah? Your alt can do the chaos dungeons and get these materials. It can use it himself or herself, or these are tradable. You can send them to your main. The same for Guardian Raids, even better. In Guardian Raids, these are tradable as well, on top of these also. The fact that you have more chances to get the runes, for example, which are like, server-wide, this is also very important, yeah? And also not to mention everything else that you can get on an alt as well as drops, such as, for example, engravings. Engravings are, again, server-wide. Getting some on your main, some on your alt. You can use them on whatever character you want, yeah? So they're important, they're nice to have, and they're also mega fun to play in terms of playing several classes, getting to enjoy more of Lost Ark. Lastly, I would like to talk about the cash shop. This is a question that I get very often on my stream, for example. What is worth to buy from the cash shop? So let's take a look at the cash shop, and I will tell you a couple of items that I think are worth it. First of all, the premium membership. You can buy this either with it's from here. You can buy this either with blue diamonds, which you can also get from in-game by spending gold on them. It's this currency exchange button. Buy crystals. You pay an amount of gold for some diamonds. When you have enough diamonds, you can go ahead and buy yourself a premium membership. Here you can also buy it straight with real money. Premium membership is important for several reasons, but the one big reason why this is important is this Bifrost slots right here. Everyone gets one for free, and then later on another and a third, but the premium gives you two right away. So having 3 instant teleport locations to anywhere in the world is very important for when you're gonna wanna be efficient with doing your daily quests. These daily quests are all over the place, and with these Bifrost slots you can save that exact location where you need to travel for your daily, get to the NPC, finish it up, 3 minutes, you're done, move onwards with your day. That's one reason and one thing from the cash shop I would buy. Here in the crystal section, I would absolutely recommend buying this one, if you still see it at the moment of you watching the video. Blue crystal in general is useful, as I said, not only for the
crystalline aura. I don't know how to spell that. Aura. That's so weird.
Premium membership, but also for many other things in the game, right, that cost blue crystal. So having them is very nice. Other than that, I would go for the Mount Pet here and sailing. I would absolutely buy one of these ship skins, whichever one you think fits for you. I purchased this one for myself and I highly recommend it. As you're sailing around on the sea, this is a skin for your boat. But on top of just being a skin, it also gives you some convenience things. For example, this one automatically presses my spacebar basically and gives me the speed boost. And not only that, it loots stuff from the sea automatically. And it also has a chance to restore the speed boost gauge of my boat. So this is nice, but this one is, where is it? This one is also very popular. A mount from the cash shop is always a worthwhile investment because not only they look awesome, but they are also a little bit faster than most of the mounts in game. And then finally from the home tab, this Mari's secret shop, if you do want to spend anything here, then at least spend on proper things, which are tier 2 or tier 3 materials as opposed to tier 1. Don't buy these tier 1 because you have so many ways, and it's so fast to get all of the tier 1 things in game that you actually would just be basically wasting money. But these for tier 2 and tier 3, if you're going to find them later on, are cool to have, because the nature of tier 2 patch and tier 3 patch is to be a bit slower than tier 1. So if you want to spend here, which you don't need by any means, by the way, you can get all of these things always in game. Then at least spend on something that's of value. And that was everything for my crash course into Lost Ark, my beginner's guide for all of you that are new. I hope this was helpful to you. Why don't you go ahead and start some gathering as well? You can start out with foraging, logging, mining, then go to your housing plot with those materials, right? You get a song all the way back from a purple quest in Lutera Castle at level 26. You go to your housing plot, you take care of that a little bit, you level it up, you discover the stronghold system, and then later on, when your character gets to tier 2 gear, you can start slowly getting into hunting, fishing, excavating, right? Because these 3 are important for tier 2. There's so much in Lost Ark that you can actually do, and I didn't even mention PvP. Joining a guild, very important to do at end game, right? Being part of a community, playing with some friends, and on top of that, getting rewarded with materials that you can later on exchange at this merchant for even more gear upgrading materials and whatever other goodies, right? I wish you lots of love. Thank you for watching this video. I stream here on YouTube. I upload these kinds of videos regularly. I have a video podcast here, so absolutely worth subscribing to my channel. And until next time, I'll see you. The same for tier 2 content and then tier 3 content as well. And if your guild
Yeah, it
is
just makes
mildly active and does a little bit of
So I do need
research,
to get
you can
these
also
bloodstones
unlock
then.
the possibility of buying
Wow.
the leap stones and many other nice goodies for all of the 3 tiers of gear and gear enchantment materials.
Game with surprisingly big budget.
Something's going down!
Yeah. I think he probably put himself. Did he just jump it?
What the?
Yeah, he just jumped. He just
What?
jumped. He jumped over it.
Okay,
I guess,
that's
well,
nuts.
I guess you can move like through the little openings of.
Islands, which again linked in the document below. I'm not going to show you all the islands that give you pirate coins, but I showed you a couple at the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, I think I
And then
just
with
looked
these
that up
pirate
myself.
coins, you can go
Like,
to
I found a website that I could go to, and it would just, it gave me a map where all the Moko seeds were at. And so I just put the map on my other monitor. I went over to the dungeon, and I just went through the dungeon and clicked on all the seeds on the map. It was not that hard to do. Mokoko? What's Mokoko? Like, how many codes does it need? Cheater? No, I cheat. Listen, I'm not a cheater. I'm a
GVG and GVE will consume a certain amount of mana crystal depending on the rank of that specific skill. So make sure to check if you have enough crystal before you start a GVG or GVE. If you don't have enough, just click on the plus icon and convert some of the guild currencies you have in the treasury into mana crystal. Next tab is the research tab. This one can... What's up guys, T-Party here and welcome back to a new Lost Ark guide. Today we're going to take a closer look at the guild system in Lost Ark. In the next few minutes I will go through the benefits of joining a guild, what can you do while you're in a guild, how to earn contributions, what is GVG, what is GVE, and what are the rewards, and so on. But before I start with that, I know we are marching towards the EU NA release, finally, and I'm pretty sure there will be quite a few new people watching this video. So if you don't know who I am playing this game for over 3 years since the first Korean CBT and making guides since back then. And you will see a lot of guides in my channel, but make sure if you check out my guides, check if there is an outdated tag, because as I mentioned, a lot of stuff which I made back then 2 years ago are outdated now, or pre-season 2. I am currently using the time between now and the release to update a lot of guides, making new guides especially for the new players. But overall, my YouTube channel focuses on endgame content and min-maxing. So if you're interested in those things, make sure to subscribe or check out my Twitch channel. I will start to stream again once we are close to the EU NA release. Without further delay, let's tackle the first question, which is, why should you join a guild and when should you do that? Let's start with the second one, as soon as possible. There are quite a few benefits. Lost Ark end content relies heavily on communication and team play. And at the beginning it might be frustrating to do that with randoms. So if you join a guild early and make some connections, you might be able to get some statics going on. So that will help you out a lot to clear those contents and avoid losing time and gold by trying those contents with some random players. The major benefit of joining a guild is the guild currency. By supporting the guild on a daily basis and doing various other guild activities, you will be able to accumulate a decent amount of guild crystals. This currency can be used to exchange for various kind of materials, as you can see in the background. At the beginning your guild shop will be limited, and once you research and unlock higher tier of guild shop, you will unlock more and more items to exchange for the guild currency. And of course, you can exchange guild currency for upgrade materials. Especially at the beginning or during the first few weeks, every material you can get for upgrading your gear can give you a huge advantage. Now, let's take a closer look at the guild interface. Once you join a guild, you will get access to the guild interface, as you can see in the background. I will go through every segment of this interface because every segment is that important, and explain to you what are the benefits, what can you do here, and what can you see here. First page is the information page, as you can see on the top left. And on the left panel you have your guild name, your guild logo, and the current level and experience. Guild experience can be earned through GVG, GVE, contribution, and guild quests. Below that you can see the name of the guild master, that's me. And then you have the amount of players in your guild. We have currently 47 players in the guild, and 7 of them are online. The max slots we have available are 80. Currently my guild is on rating 7, which means on the entire server we are 7th place based on rating. Below that you can see the amount of guild crystal you have in the treasury. This crystal will be used to apply for GVG, GVE, to use guild buffs, or to start a research. Below that you have the personal contribution. The weekly contribution goal set by me or / the guild master is 1k, and my current contribution is 993. I will explain this particular part later on a different page of the guild interface. Next we have the guild support button. Once you click on that, you will be able to donate shilling, gold, or the medal. The medal can appear randomly in the Marie shop. By donating those 3 things, you can see a list down below. You will give your guild some guild experience. You will also add some crystals to the guild treasury, and then personal rewards are the one which you get for yourself, which is the contribution points and the guild currency. And as you can see, by donating gold or the medal, you will earn more and you will give more to the guild. Each of those can be done once per day. While we're at it, just skip to the research part. You can see also the currently ongoing research in the main interface. If you click on support, you will be able to support it with the free option and then an option with the medal. Each one of those can be done once per day. If you just recently joined a guild, you will have a newbie status for 3 days. During those 3 days, you won't be able to use all those donation options, and you won't be able to join GVGs, GVEs, or do guild quests. Last but not least, we have the participation button. This can be used by the guild master to check who will be available for this week's guild activities. Next on the information tab is the island capture segment. By the way, I'm pretty sure in EU&A it will be called differently. But moving on, island capture is the GVG, and as you can see, it is only once per week. Usually on RU server, it is every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Below that, you can see our current place in the GVG we fought, which is the 4th place. If you interact with the button below, a new window will pop up. This one is an overview of
Lost Ark. I hear you feel. Lost Ark. I hear you feeling down. Is that true? Hey, Lost Ark. Well, that's okay, I'm feeling down too. We'll get through this somehow together. If you believe in me, I believe in you. Then, when you're online, you know in your heart what you should do. You'll say thank you, Milton, for this nice song. It made us all feel better as we danced along. And the power of music is never wrong. And you'll say, Milton, bring some drums in. And I'll say, Lost Ark, for you, anything. Lost Ark, come online now. I have some friends that I'd like you to meet. But don't rush it, take your time. 'Cause I want them all to see how you're neat. Now some minor chords to express contemplation. Are raccoons hands just hands or just feet? I'm losing the plot now, but looking forward to playing. But seriously, are they hands or feet?
all the GVG regions available. So some basic information first. As you can see, there are multiple GVG regions or islands, and each of the islands have a different rank. The higher the rank, the more rewards you're gonna get for all the placements. So without going into too much details, if you get first place on a B ranked island, the rewards you get for the guild might be or are less than what you could earn through getting 3rd place on an S rank island. Each island has a different kind of GVG. Some islands are similar to GVE with higher difficulty world bosses. Then we have a meme island like Naruni where you can win 1st place in a race. And of course the majority is about PvP. If you click on one of the islands and click on the participate button on the bottom right, you will be able to see all the conditions and how many players it's needed and how long a fight on that island lasts per round. For example, on the S rank island, it's a PvP island. You will face 5 times a guild and each match will last 10 minutes. There are also restrictions like you can't change your gear or your skills once you enter. You can only use specific battle items and potions. I already picked an island for the guild, but if you didn't, you can interact with the read notice board button to assign this week's GVG for your guild. If you interact with the plus button on the right side, you will have an overview of the rewards for each of the placements, so for the 1st place, 2nd, 3rd, and so on. So by participating in GVG and getting certain placements, you will get gold, you will get yellow guild crystals, I will explain the purpose of it later, and guild experience. In addition to that, you will get for each match you participate, contribution and guild crystals or guild currency for yourself. Moving on, we have the next segment, which is the boss raid, aka GVE. Once you click on the About the Battle icon, it will be similar to the GVG table. You will have an overview of all the available GVE rates with the ranks displayed. And of course, higher the rank, more members you need and more rewards you can earn. But the major difference between GVG and GVE, or the major differences are, first of all, you can't get gold.
We've been
depending
just
on
sitting
the
and
placement,
waiting.
So there's no gold reward.
So,
you will get a lot of crystals.
Unknown amount
of
of time until we get to play.
Experience and contribution and guild currency.
Just watching some videos.
In addition to that, you can
on
try
Twitter,
the
watching
GVE
the server list
with your guild whenever you want. You can pick the best time and day for your guild, and you can try up to 2 times to get the fastest clear time on a GVE.
Nobody else is on yet,
cross
so it's just me
swords
sitting
on
in
the
here
B-rank
waiting.
territory on the left marks.
I think everybody else is kind of waiting for the
GVE
servers to jump up
or
before they get
island,
on.
which I picked for my guild. All GVEs work similar, so you go in and try to kill the boss as fast as possible. The faster you clear or kill the boss,
still at work, so
the higher your placement will be. Higher difficulty or ranking world bosses or GVEs require more members to participate, or will allow you to participate with more members. Now that you know this, hopefully, I will skip to the Manage tab, because it will be important to know the connection between the weekly goal, your contribution, the GVG, GVE. There's no gold reward. You will get a lot of crystals, you will get a lot of experience and contribution and guild currency, but no gold. In addition to that, you can try the GVE with your guild whenever you want. You can pick the best time and day for your guild, and you can try up to 2 times to get the fastest clear time on a GVE. The 2 cross swords on the B-rank territory on the left marks that is the GVE territory or island which I picked for my guild. All GVEs work similar, so you go in and try to kill the boss as fast as possible. The faster you clear or kill the boss, the higher your placement will be. Higher difficulty or ranking world bosses or GVEs require more members to participate, or will allow you to participate with more members. Now that you know this, hopefully, I will skip to the Manage tab, because it will be important to know the connection between the weekly goal, your contribution, the GVG, GVE rewards, and what you can get at the reset day in form of guild crystals or guild currencies. So as I just said, on weekly resets, which is usually Wednesday, 6 AM, you as a member will get a certain amount of guild crystals depending on following factors. The first 2 or first factor are the GVG, GVE placements. So, as I showed you earlier, Depending on the rank and depending on the placement, you will get different amount of yellow guild crystals. And as a guild leader, you can decide how much of those guild crystals will be allocated towards the guild treasury and how much will be divided between the guild members. On the top right, you can see I said that 30% of what we earn through GVG and GVE and the other daily contribution activities will be distributed into treasury, and the 70% will be split based on the contribution of each of those guild members between the guild members. I set for my guild 1000 contribution points as the goal. And the minimum contribution is set automatically by the game at 350 points. So as long as you get 350 contribution points, you will get some rewards, but working towards the guild goal will give you additional guild crystals on reset day. To sum it up, the following 4 factors decide how much guild currency you earn as a guild member on reset day. GVG GVE placement, the distribution percentage which the guild master sets, for example 30% treasury, 70% for the guild members, the weekly goal, and of course how much of those weekly goal percentage wise you earned during the past week. Now let's get back to the usual order. So let's start with the second tab. This one is pretty simple. You have here the overview of your guild members, who is online, which class they play, what their current item level is, their names, their current contribution for this week, and their current location. The next tab is the instruction tab, aka guild quest. As a guild leader, you can pick for the guild after server reset up to 3 guild quests. Once you pick a guild quest, you can't change it for the rest of the week. So make sure to pick the correct one suited for your guild. So if your guild is more casual and doesn't do PvP, then it won't make sense to pick a PvP based guild quest. And if your guild is focused on life skill and sea activities, it will be more suited to pick life skill or sea activity related guild quests. Guild quests are repeatable, so once you finish that one, you can retake it and do it again and again and again. Of course, the rewards you get, which are guild crystals or guild currency and guild XP, will have a diminishing return, but this is one of the easiest ways to earn guild contribution. Next tab is the skill tab. This tab is split into island capture and boss raid. One is the GVG and the other one is GVE. This one is easy to understand. GVG and GVE will have a different kind of preset of skills. Some skills or guild skills can be only used during GVG and others can be only used during GVEs. On the right side, you can see the amount of mana crystal you have currently available in the guild. Using a skill during GVG and GVE will consume a certain amount of mana crystal depending on the rank of that specific skill. So make sure to check if you have enough crystal before you start a GVG or a GVE. If you don't have enough, just click on the plus icon and convert some of the guild currencies you have in the treasury into mana crystal. Next tab is the research tab. This one can be used to research GVG, GVE related skills or shop upgrades, guild quest upgrades, and so on. Now that we have leveled up most of the skills to a higher level, it requires tons of guild crystals. So if you run out of guild crystals, it might lead to some issues later. Maybe you won't be able to apply to GVG, GVE, or you won't have enough crystals to convert into mana to use the skills. So make sure to double check before you start a research. The next step, the magazine, or aka the log, pretty straightforward. You have multiple logs there: guild, income, costs, report, and basic combat, which will display how you perform during GVG, GVE. I won't go through each of those in specific. It's just check it out. You will know what it's about just by reading the first few lines. Next on the list is the ranking or rating tab. You will have an overview of all the guilds and their current ranking, their level, and how many members they have. On the last Manage tab, you have also the Gold Fund. So if you participated in a GVG and at the reset, you will see a certain amount of gold depending on the placement, which the guild leader can distribute between the guild members who participated in that particular GVG. The set tab, you can see nothing there, but that's basically where you will be able to see people who apply to your guild. You will see a list of people who you can then check out if they have the right class, the right item level, and then you can approve the application or just reject it. The level reward tab, yep, it's about the level reward, so you can see what benefits your guild will get once you reach a certain level. Last but not least, this is something special, which I didn't explain earlier. This has something to do with the GVG S-Rank Islands. So if you manage to get first place on one of the 2 S-Rank Islands, you will have an additional option here. This is why S-Rank is really important. If you are first place, you will be able to set a time for an island event for the entire server. And the more members participate, or the more players in the server participate on that island, the more gold will your guild get in top of the gold reward you already got for your placement. The players who participate in that specific island event will also get a lot of upgrade materials and accessories. Now, I hope I went through all the important stuff. I might have missed something. If you have any particular question, as always, ask in the comment. And you can also join the Discord, which is linked down below, or check out the Google Doc which I made, which has a compilation of all the guides I made or some of the other trustworthy content creators made, from who I know they know what they are talking about. You can check that out too. But before I end this video, I know one of the questions will be, is GVG pay to win? To answer this question, let me give you an overview of my current guild. And as you can see, we were 4th place, but usually we are 2nd, 3rd place in average. In my guild, or to be more specific, not everyone in the guild participates in GVG. So for the core GVG members, there are only 3 people who have plus 21 or higher weapon. The guilds we usually fight against, or the guilds who manage to get 1st or 2nd place sometimes, they have an average plus 24 or higher. So we are doing great for what we have, especially because most of my guild members are maybe a little bit above average in terms of time invested and gold invested, and most of them are free-to-play players. So with that in mind, and I know my guildies, some of them are not even really interested in PvP, I'm more than happy with the placement we got in the last few months. So it is important to know that GVG is about gear, and as a whale you will have an advantage. But as a free-to-play hardcore player, you will be able to beat them if you have the right amount of hardcore players who are focused on min-maxing and GVG/PvP in your guild. But at the same time, if you are playing with casual people who are not min-max, who didn't even bother to do PvP, don't have high PvP rank, then don't expect to be in the top 10. I really hate it if those kind of guilds or members use the whale card or the pay-to-win card as an excuse for their lack of commitment. So listen carefully, this is really important for me, for this video, and for any future videos you will watch about Lost Ark from other content creators. Make sure that those guys know what they are talking about. I did GVG for years. I am the guild leader of this guild for years. I'm blessed with some really great guildies, and I was able to try out all those contents. And based on the experience I had in the past few years, I can give you those kind of information and my point of view of pay to win or not. Once again, I don't deny that gear and putting money into this will give you a huge advantage, but that can be narrowed and even beaten with effort and with skill. So make sure, if you watch guides about other contents, I can't repeat it often enough, is this guy someone who did this content and knows what he is talking about? With that said, thank you for watching. I hope this guide was helpful. If it was, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys very soon on the next guide video. Bye bye, your Tea Party Percy.
Wagnaros and then you got another one, could you like put them together to make like an ultimate mount, and then you do that again and it becomes the super ultimate mount, and he's he's like faster or something. And I said, so you want to have to farm the same mount over and over and over? He says, well, not necessarily. I just, it's like this would be an idea to, keep it going. And so I say, no, that's the worst idea I've ever heard my entire life. And he says, well, what the hell am I supposed to do with all my Firelands mounts? And I told him, I'm like, stop running Firelands. Stop running Firelands. Just stop it. Please stop. You're doing this to yourself.
And the other question, you have so many duplicates, why not upgrade them? Because card EXP is a commodity. Card EXP is not easy to get. You don't want to upgrade everything willy-nilly, even with lots of duplicates, because it takes a lot of card EXP to do it. And so you want to save card EXP for the cards that you need to upgrade. There's different sources of card EXP in Lost Ark. Oh my! Different contents will award you card EXP in the forms of a little consumable that you eat, and then it'll give you like 500 to 1500 card EXP. And then the other way to get card EXP is you accrue 15 duplicates of a card, and then every card that you get after that 15th is automatically converted into EXP. You can dismantle cards for EXP. Something like Cube Dungeon, for example, gives card EXP guaranteed. So if I really wanted a ton of card EXP, I could do all of my cube runs, and then I would just get a bunch of card EXP. I've just been lazy about it, even though I have lots of entries into cube. But if that's one way to get a lot of card EXP, is just doing your cube dungeons, and over time it'll build up. You don't think about the card EXP; it'll just build up on its own over time. Things like Abyss Challenge mode, when it comes out as well, will also award you card EXP. Could you get card?
Oh my god. So you have card experience. You have to collect multiples of the same card over and over and over. Yeah, we might have to move this up to 6 months, guys. Like this could be 6 months. Oh my god. And all this, and it all gives you stats too. That's the thing. Is like you want to do all this stuff because it gives you stats. Watch the video about the hardest boss. I mean, I could watch it if you guys wanted to see it. I know there's some people that, a lot of people probably haven't seen it. So yeah, I could watch it again, sure.
EXP every day from buying one of the cards of the Traveling Merchant. Well, the Traveling Merchant cards are pretty expensive silver-wise, and so I don't think it really justifies. Well, I watch other ones first. So I don't bother with that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Does card EXP have a limit? Yeah, but you're never gonna reach that limit. You can bank up to 1 billion card EXP.
That's never gonna happen.
The Traveling Merchant, you might be wondering, how do you find the Traveling Merchant? It's nothing more than a community effort. Players should announce to one another when a certain Traveling Merchant has appeared. Usually, a region will create a Discord server for that.
Yeah, this is the same thing with like Wowhead comments. Like this happens a lot in Wowhead comments where like there'll be like somebody who finds there's a horse called like Melee the Wanderer, and they'll update the thread every day or as often as they can, and it's like, oh, Melee the Wanderer is up now. That's basically it. Lol, another game that's gonna die in 1 month. Oh, good. We've got another Asmon opinion. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Yes, really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, look, here's the way I look at it. Is like, yes, there are going to be some people that play the game for a month and then they're done with the game. You're definitely right. However, there have been people that have played this game in Korea and also Russia for a long time, and imagine this, they like the game. Isn't that crazy?
There'll be a community Discord that alerts each other when a Traveling Merchant has appeared, for how long, what the wares are, and Yeah, it's per server. Traveling merchants appear per server. If it appears in one server, doesn't mean it'll appear in another server. How do we get that Discord Reddit? I don't know. Do you recommend to store your green useless cards and only use that for equipable good set? Sure, if you want. This is the upgrading UI. You put the EXP in first.
Okay.
And that costs silver. I have 14 duplicates of this card, so I could upgrade it all the way, but the cost of upgrading goes up and up and up and up. So what I'm planning to do is I'm upgrading across the set to kind of keep the costs lower.
Okay. So now it's got 2 little crystals on it.
This is burning through my card EXP.
Holy shit.
So you can see now, this is at 10.
It was at 2.90 and now it's at 2.96? So we're going down to tenths? Like 1/100th. Yeah, 100th. Yeah. So I mean sense. Yeah, this is like a 100th of a percentage for these cards? Might be 6.5 months. Might take almost 6.5 months. That's a lot. That's a whole lot.
Meaning 3, 3, 2, 1, 1. That adds up to 10 awakenings, which is upgrade. That's unlocked the collection for this, which is plus 0.06% additional damage to demons. It seems negligible because 1 and 1, it is negligible, but I've been focusing on upgrading all of my sets that are associated with demon damage, and so now I have almost 3% additional damage to demons. The collection applies to all of my characters.
Bro, you had almost 3% before. Look, even the chat is memeing it. 0.06% POG. 0.06% POG. Like, it's almost 3. Yeah. Oh my god. Damage is in millions. And health is in billions. So if you're adding in 1,000 extra damage, it's not going to be that big of a deal. That's what I'm saying.
On my roster, so all characters within the server,
wow.
Which means all characters within my server have almost 3% additional damage towards demons.
Yes.
And while that might not sound a lot, I mean, it's passive free damage. So
it's, yes,
you know, quite nice.
And like it adds up if you're using multiple.
This is my demon damage tracker.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. Here we go. Here we go. See, I stopped playing PoE for the league. But did I really? but did I really?
This.
Oh my god.
And there's 14% remaining from this. So total max, if I maxed out all sets associated with dark damage, is 5.4% bonus damage. I'm currently at 2.96%, so I can still get another 2.44%.
You're over halfway there. It'll only take 2,000 more hours.
What doc is this? That is my private demon damage tracker sheet. Right, those collections are not equipable sets. They're passive bonus sets. So there's passive sets, and then there's equipable sets. Passive sets just work on their own, and there's a lot of those.
What a day.
Equipable sets are the ones you actually put on.
What a fucking day. I don't even know what to say about this, man. I really, really don't. We will probably watch this.
You've watched every video. Read up on it.
Actually, yeah, we'll watch that one after we watch this one. That way it'll be fucking accurate. Okay, I want to link the video right here that I just watched. This is a video. We haven't watched a whole lot of Saint One's videos. We've watched this one right here. I watched this on my second channel. And other than that, I haven't seen a whole lot of the other ones. So we haven't given them a whole lot of attention before, and we're going to give them a sub. Anybody, if this is your first time watching them, go ahead and, you know, give them a little bit of chance to... We're going to watch the life skills video, and then we're going to watch the new player mistakes one, okay? So yeah, there you go. Let me go ahead and link it again for you guys. And he's only got, listen guys, he's only got 19,000 subscribers, man. And he went through all the trouble of animating an entire classroom for us. So yeah, the raid one after, I don't know, maybe. It depends. Compare Steam charts right now to Lost Ark and New World. Sure. Yeah, let me just go ahead and refresh this. Yeah, it's not going to work because the servers are down. So yeah, it's just like it's not like, yeah, it's not going to make any sense. Servers are down. So as soon as the servers come back up and we're able to actually play the game, then yeah, dude, Lost Ark, bro, what? This shit's dead, man. Dude, New World Andes just can't stop winning. New World Andes just cannot stop winning. Actually, wait a second. Does it have more players than New World even whenever the servers are down? Listen, as a professional New World Andy, this is very painful for me to see.
That's hilarious.
I fucking love New World. I've said this before. You guys memed on me for it. I fucking love New World. I think it's an amazing game. I actually really, really like the game a lot. But this is depressing. It just simply is depressing.
There's 75,000 people sitting on this screen looking at the server thing.
After we watch this video and maybe another one, do you guys want to actually
75,000 people just sitting here waiting to get on?
But after we watch before we watch the next one, do you guys want me to compare Google Trends? I will compare Google Trends if people are interested in that. Okay, all right, we will do it. Give me 1 second. Let's watch this first, okay? Give me just 1 second. All right. This is the life skills in Lost Ark. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, right. So, life skills. Okay, let's talk life skills, guys.
Okay.
First of all, life skills, you'll learn them for the first time when you get to Lake Bar at level 20. Lake Bar is really early on. It's right around here. When you get to this area right here, you'll get a quest that teaches you how to do some life skills, and you'll unlock all the basic life skills, and you'll get a guide quest for each and every one of them. Each life skill has its own level, and it has its own skills to learn, and it also has a bunch of passives that you can learn along the way. When you press B, you switch from combat mode to life skill mode.
Yeah,
and
I've
you can
seen
see
that
energy.
before.
This energy is shared across all the characters on your account, and so if you do life skills on one character, it does it on the other one as well. That being said, this menu is also shared by all characters on your account, which means
this. Yeah, it would be great, man.
Tools that you currently have equipped are also equipped on all of your characters, even if you newly create one.
Yeah.
So if you have purple and relic tools equipped on this character, I also have them equipped on every other character too.
Okay.
Some of these skills are passives and some of them are active, and some of them make the profession a little bit more engaging to do.
Okay.
And we have 6 professions here that we can work with. There's no crafting in Lost Ark. There's only gathering. Crafting is done through an NPC in the estate.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's like the
equipment
laboratory.
is done through a processing vendor with the materials that you get.
Yeah.
As you level up the profession, you'll get more of these, but
the game is like, it's almost like New World in a way, where you can level up every single one of the professions. It's not like you have to be a lumber worker or a miner. You just level up whatever you want. Okay.
You're going to be limited by your life skill energy, and you only regenerate about 4,000 life skill energy a day. 4,400 if you have the crystalline aura. The tools, you'll get a set of them when you start out in the game.
Okay.
And when you get your professions, you'll get a set of tools. When you complete the guide quest, they'll give you a blue tool for each one of them. And also, your founder's pack also comes with a set of blue tools as well. The blue tools or the your founder's pack also comes with a set of blue tools as well.
You telling me I'm using that green shit for no reason? Is that it? Don't use them yet? I feel like maybe I shouldn't. Oh, that's pay to win. That's right. True. Man, fuck. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, boys. I'm gonna get it ready. I'm gonna get it started. All right, are we back? Yeah, we back now. All right, cool. Let's keep going. Let's keep watching. Let's keep looking. Here we go.
The blue tools, or the tools in general, they roll random stats on them. There's a pool of stats that you can get from each of these tools, and they're rolled on acquisition. You cannot sell the tools. They're bound to you immediately.
Okay.
Tools also have a durability, and as you use them, it lowers the max durability. They can be restored using a special item that you can craft in your estate. They also sell it in the cash shop. I don't know if they'll sell it in any EU's cash shop, but most people, if they're going to repair it, they'll probably do it through the estate.
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
These tools, the stats that they get, really vary quite a bit.
Okay. So it's more RNG.
And some of them are good, and some of them are not so good.
Oh my god.
For example, when you're doing mining, lumbering, and gathering, you tend to be surrounded by monsters that if they breathe in your direction, it'll cancel you gathering. However, there's a stat that's called super armor that you can get when you get a tool.
Oh.
And when
it's
you
like
have super
poise
armor
in
on,
Dark Souls.
enemies cannot interrupt you while you're doing crafts.
That's really good. Holy shit, that's amazing.
Good tools, though, are not something that you will have early on. And so early on, my recommendation is to actually go to any life skill vendor.
Yeah.
And they'll sell green rarity tools, which is the lowest
rarity. This is the one that
tools.
I bought. Yeah, I bought these exactly right here.
That you can roll from them.
Yeah.
I would recommend that depending on the profession you're doing, you would just keep buying these green tools over and over until you roll super armor on them. It's just convenient. It'll make your life.
Oh wow! I wish I had known that. I don't. None of mine have super armor. Vendor the old tools back? Yeah, I gotta get that done. Wow. Oh my, yeah, damn.
It's so much easier not being interrupted 24/7. Good professions to get super armor.
I'll do that with the whenever I get good ones.
Fishing does not need it because all fishing spots are in safe areas.
There's nobody gonna hit you.
Certain professions also have mini games associated with them, and the mini game professions included are fishing and archaeology. For fishing, you get it at level 30, and at archaeology, you get it at level 20. And with these two professions, as you build up stacks of some thingy, you gain a buff, and at 5 stacks, the next thing that you harvest is guaranteed to have a mini game, which gives you really high yield. Okay, so what does each profession do?
Wait, there are mini games. I want to see that.
This is the main thing.
I want to see what the
used
mini
for
games
battle
are.
items. Crafting battle items like potions, bombs, etc., is primarily related to herbalism. It's a good one if you want to craft your own battle items.
Okay.
Lumbering and mining is primarily used for your estate. Raising your estate, researching stuff in your estate, repairing your boats in your estate. That's what
buying your butler better outfits. That's the only thing that we really want to worry about with the estate situation. Yeah, that's the main thing we want to focus on.
Are used for.
That's what we do at the
probably
estate.
A decently popular profession early on when people are scrambling to level up their estate, but it usually falls off in value pretty quickly. These 3 are roughly used for the same thing. They're used in certain recipes along with herbalism, and they're used in certain foods as well, but their main purpose as to why they exist is they are used to craft... Where's the item codex? So starting from +7...
What is this music in the background? What is this? I feel like I'm watching a rerun of a cartoon from 1940. You know what I mean? Oh my god, it's great. I didn't say it wasn't great. I think it's nice. It's relaxing and chill, everything like that. It's fine, but it's still fucking funny. Especially whenever every single other content creator listens to like EDM or whatever the fuck else.
In tier 2, you'll have to use a special
Fallout,
catalyst in addition to the leaf
I
stones
never got into Fallout, to
and
be honest
weapon
with
and
you.
armor stones. These catalysts are created from fishing, hunting, and archaeology. It's a mandatory resource. You have no choice but to use them. You either craft them yourself or buy them from someone who has made them. And these are used from this point onward.
Oh shit.
In tier 3 as well,
yeah,
this is also the case. In tier 3, starting from, I guess, +4, huh?
Uh-huh.
From +4, you also use these mats. Something that's really important to know about these mats is all of them use the same materials. Regardless if it's
that
tier 2 or
easier,
tier 3,
yeah.
it uses the same
Damn.
materials. So it'll use a material that is specific to tier 2 or tier 3, but the other material...
I feel like half of the content in this video is the fucking horn. It's like watching a PUBG stream from back in the day. Half of the content was the honkers.
Are
oh god,
the same. And this is the main bottleneck here.
Okay.
This is the main thing that stops people from crafting it. And this basic material can be obtained from any node in tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3. So technically, if you have stone, it is possible to hold off until tier 3 and use the stone then. But people will need
like a
these
better
upgrading
idea.
catalysts in tier 2 as well.
Can you have people trade you this shit or no? Yes? Okay, yeah, it'd be fine. It'll be fine, guys. And again, my character is on Galatar. His name is Asmon God. Yeah, so keep that in mind.
Each of these
just keep that in
catalysts,
mind.
whether it's this one or the one from tier 2, the blue one, has 3 recipes. One that does fishing, one that does hunting, and one that does archaeology. So you can pick your profession of choice. Yes, even tier 2 requires it, starting from +7. So, regarding the profession, so why are there 3 of them? The reason is because each of these require a different amount of effort that caters to a different kind of player. Archaeology has the most yield and the most efficient recipes. It is literally the best when it comes to crafting this stuff for energy.
Oh my god, it got me nervous. I heard that word, man. I heard that fucking word. It started to stress me out. Archaeology? Oh my god.
Value for what you get. But life skill nodes for hunting and archaeology are shared by all players. And so it's very competitive. If someone harvests a digging spot, you cannot harvest it.
Okay.
And so there's competition related to it. Fishing, on the other hand, has pretty inefficient recipes relative to archaeology, but there's no competition involved. You can go to any body of water that has a fishing spot, and you can fish to your heart's content. You never have to worry about someone else taking your fish or anything like that. And so it's
this is how it was in BDO too. Is that like any open body of water whenever the game came out was just populated wall to wall with people. Like that's all it was. It was just solid wall to wall people.
Very comfortable way to do your life skills. It also takes much longer to use your life skill energy compared to archaeology or hunting. But it can take a long time to do archaeology too, depending on how competitive the maps are.
Okay.
As well. You could level up all of these professions, but again, you're limited by your life skill energy. Would you say it would be smart to have an alt that just is gathering? I would say that when it comes to gathering, I would recommend a high-level mobile alt.
Okay.
Someone that has decent gear so that the mobs beating you up don't have you drinking potions while you're doing your professions. And also a class that has a very high mobility, so you can travel from node to node quickly. It could be your main, yeah. I mean, if your main is a high mobility character. I'm saying in the situation where you're like playing like a gun.
Yeah, I don't know really if I'm gonna get that into it. Like the gathering skills, I'm gonna be honest, guys. New World was the exception, not the rule. I am not a gatherer. I am not a crafter. I'm not into that. The only times I do crafting is whenever I craft a bigger sword than the one I currently have. That's it. That's what I care about. And we'll see what happens with this game. I don't know how it's going to be, but that's generally how I look at things.
Lancer or something. You probably won't want to do professions on like a gun lancer.
Yeah, of
yes,
course.
It's shared across characters. So there's one more thing in regards to these professions.
What does it be?
And that is the house professions. House professions are unlocked when your estate makes it to level 10.
Okay.
And house professions are for people that hate professions but don't want to waste their energy. When you unlock the house professions, it will unlock an area inside your private house with resource nodes. And you could lock off your house to prevent players from harvesting them so that only you could harvest them. By default, it's not locked.
Okay.
So these profession nodes are they drop completely different professions than the ones found in the overworld, and they are bound, and everything that you craft using them is also bound. So if you create stuff using this stuff, you can't sell it. You can only use it yourself. And the recipes are fairly inefficient as well. The reason why it's for the lazy person is because it uses up a lot of life skill energy.
So it's just a way to get it out of the way.
World.
It's like you just get it out of the way.
You can burn through your life skill energy in a fraction of the time.
Okay, that makes sense.
You might be wondering why this would be good, considering you can get more with your life skill energy. Is because people value their time in Lost Ark.
Yeah, it's the most time-efficient way of doing it.
Even if you have way better yield and way better stuff from doing archaeology for like an hour and a half, was it worth your hour and a half that you could have spent doing other stuff?
Exactly.
Everything created using house life skill items is bound, and you get less exp from your professions inside the house, and you cannot drop world tree leaves in here.
Okay.
You can level them, it'll just be slower. Right, exactly. It's a way to waste your energy, but not let it completely waste.
It's like the most time. It's the most time efficient in real life, but not the most game efficient. If you're looking at like it's the most efficient for game hours, but not for time. Yeah, I understand how it is.
Is that
pet slaves?
This is the pet ranch. This is where you train your pets to work hard, and while they're training, they just happen to also be generating electricity to work your cookie factory.
Oh, this is what Lost Ark is using. Yeah, this is what it is. We figured it out, guys. That's why the servers are down. Yeah, it's because the two of the pets aren't running on the treadmill. They're not slaves, they're pets, guys. Come on.
I'm glad you asked.
Come on.
Cookies can be turned in at the little drug dealer right here.
Okay.
And with your cookies, you can get things used to upgrade your pets, as well as a bunch of cosmetics. If you happen to be a furry, you can get animal ears. And there's also a really nice hoodie here that has wings.
Oh, holy shit, that helmet's fucking awesome. Look at that.
And there's also a really nice hoodie here that has wings.
Fuck, bro, look at that. That's badass.
There's a bunch of other nice little cosmetics in here.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. I might get that one.
They're all dyeable as well.
Oh my god.
I have a spot that I really like for archaeology.
Yeah.
It happens to be in the tier 2 area, Yorn.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll show you guys an example of professions, or archaeology. So for this, I have I'll put on a speedier build.
Okay.
And,
well, holy shit, so he's level 60 on this character?
It ain't perfect, but I'll put on my agility pet as well.
God damn.
And so this little switch will bring me up to...
Oh, he's a barbarian, too.
132% move
berserker.
speed. And I'll switch to my movement speed card setup as well.
Oh my god, dude. So he's optimizing card levels, everything like that. Dude, this guy's got like the best gear possible. Oh my god.
This will let me cap out at 140% move speed, so now my character is naturally zoomy. And I also have a little skill build set up for him so that he can travel a little bit faster as well.
So yeah, the shoulder charge.
I can go a little bit faster.
Right. Jesus.
While I'm traveling from
he has
node to
4
node.
abilities bound to whirlwind.
Okay, so archaeology. What did I do here?
Yeah.
With archaeology, I've decided that I have 2 tools to work with here.
Okay.
I have a purple tool and I have a relic tool. The purple tool is my basic tool with super armor that I use to collect most nodes.
Okay.
The relic tool I'm only equipping when I have 5 stacks of my buff. When I have 5 stacks of the archaeology buff, the next thing that I harvest is guaranteed to be a mini game, and I have a bunch of stats on this shovel that increase the amount of stuff that I get from the mini games.
He's
The great thing about the
min-maxing
mini
his
games
shovels?
for both fishing and archaeology is that you have complete invulnerability during them. So even though my relic shovel doesn't have,
oh my god,
it doesn't have super armor on it,
guys,
I don't
it might
have
be
to
7
worry
whole
about being
months.
interrupted because of it.
We might have to move it up to 7 months.
What I'm looking for while I'm doing this are purple nodes. You see this has a green name, that's a green node, so it's a less...
Okay.
It's less, it's going to give me less yield.
So he's just ignoring everything.
And all the spawn spots for nodes are static. They're not RNG. So
you
can
just
kind
know
of
where they
memorize
are.
where they are and then just keep revisiting them. What I'm looking for here is I'm looking for a purple node, so that'll be the one that I do the mini game on because purple
So we
nodes
just got
give
2.
more. And with that, if I just come back to the purple node afterwards, I'll be able to do the mini game on it and get an extra yield. I'm noticing that a lot of these spots don't have stuff on them, so... Is someone doing professions here? In that case, I'll just change channels. Lower population servers are easier to do professions on.
Yeah, that's usually how it is. That was one of the positives to playing on a low pop server. One of the only ones.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, there it is. Oh, it shows up and it's green. All right.
So I'm doing my professions in a tier 2 map, so the blue material that I get is the tier 2 material. Unfortunately, it's not worth that much. I need the tier 3 material to craft tier 3 related items. However, the reason that I'm doing it here is because the tier 3 maps are horribly crowded, and it's impossible to do your professions on there. On them, it feels like. Fishing isn't contested, but fishing has less yield. How do you know if it's a tier 2 or tier 3 map? Well, it's in a tier 2 zone, so it's tier 2
So it becomes
materials.
a tier 2 map. It's based
tier 3
on the
maps
zone.
and tier 3 contents will have what I'm looking for. This map is also fairly scarce.
Oh my god.
Why don't they fix T3 professions then? Well, then it would reduce scarcity, and that would make it harder for people to make money from it. There would be higher supply, so there would be less demand.
True.
People gotta make money, you know?
True.
What's the respawn rate of those? I don't know the exact respawn rate. By the way, a lot of the things that I'm passing by, sometimes I can't tell if they're bots or they're real players.
This is your job that you go to after you do your actual job.
Usually, you can tell if they are one or the other. So I have 5 stacks right now, and that's a green node. But I'm looking for a purple node right now. And I'll skip around for a little bit, and I'll try. I only have 2 minutes to find one before my stacks fall off, so I'll just look for like a minute or two, and see if I can find a purple node. Yeah, there's a pretty decent chance that those are just bots.
Yeah. Just get that. Well, why didn't he not get that one?
Node. Pretty unlucky so far.
So I guess he can read Korean, so he knows what it's saying.
Worst case scenario, I'll just use the stacks on a green node.
He needs a perpy.
There we go.
Oh
Perfect.
shit! There's a perpy boy. All right,
Almost like this was scripted. But now, before I interact with this, I'm going to use my relic shovel, switch to it, and then I'll interact with this.
So he's swapping shovels. Oh, that's the mini game. Okay.
Well, hello.
And that'll get me 171 rocks. As you saw before, the rocks were only giving me like 20 before. So you can see how using the minigame, a good shovel, and the relic spot, or the purple spot, can give you a lot of extra rocks. The thing about that minigame is it'll give you like nothing.
You got your audio set right.
There was a Final Fantasy mini game that's like that on the gold saucer, and I could never get it right. I don't know why. I can just never.
User settings, voice and video.
If you fail even one of those, you have to succeed all 3. The good news is if you fail even one, you can hit the escape key and then exit the minigame, and then the next thing that you interact with will also have the minigame. but you have to stay within the 2 minutes.
You
Like,
having
have
some
to use
trouble?
up your
Oh
stack
my
within
god,
2
I'm
minutes.
never gonna get
Just
that.
check your user settings and then voice and
How
video.
much energy did that little run deplete? A little over 1,000. Do T3 spots give more rocks? They
Wow.
do. They do give a little bit of rocks. A little bit of extra rocks. Okay, so that mini game is very, very difficult if you don't have a tool that assists with it.
Okay.
So going back to my relic shovel, this is a really good shovel.
Oh, the shovels. Let me guess. It slows down the. Is that what it does? Yeah.
Shovel, because on top of all the additional stuff that it gives, it also has a stat on it that says reduces the difficulty of the archaeology minigame by 3 levels.
That's a lot.
Without this tool, that minigame feels
So it must
almost
be that one
impossible to
there.
actually pass. This is really time consuming. I hope the stuff you get is worth it. Sure, we can check that out. I'll show you. The shovel can break. The durability gets worn down over time. How do you get the relic shovel? So when you do archaeology, there's a small chance that you can dig up a box that has a tool in it, and the tool is used to craft the relic item. So not only does archaeology have the best recipes, it also has a chance to dig up the potential of tools and these toolboxes.
Okay. Can you repair your archaeology items? Are you able to repair them or what? Yeah, okay, so it's not like it breaks and you can't do it again. All right, I was about to say.
Yeah,
that
it's
would've
much quicker
stressed
when I'm
me
not
out.
explaining while also doing it. And also, I was really unlucky with the purple spots as well. So, yeah, toolboxes only drop from archaeology. So archaeology is an all-encompassing profession, but it also has the most competition of all the professions by far.
Yeah.
The relic box can only drop from tier 3 areas, and in general, the drop rate is very low from an already low chance of a box appearing. So these are expensive. If you want a relic toolbox, for example, it costs 16,000 gold.
Guys, you know, we want to have some of this stuff happen and all that. You know, sometimes people might need to pitch in and might need to maybe, you know, see what happens. Let's just say that, yeah, this is going to be it. 5 hours, no ETA. Listen, man, what do you want me to do? You want me to get Jeff on the phone? Okay. Yeah, Jeff. You know, like that Korean game that y'all got? This shit don't work. I want my money back. It's free? What do you want me to do? Like, yeah, what do you want me to do? Like, I mean, time is money. Okay, look, I know that it's fucking like I want it to be ready now. Like, I want to be playing the game now. Like, I love reacting. I can react. Like, this is the thing. I have been live for 7 hours, right? I've been live for 7 hours, and I don't even feel. I think my neighbor's getting out there making noise. I gotta shut the fuck up. I don't feel tired at all. Like, this is just, I felt like I just woke up. I've been awake since 7 in the morning, man. I feel totally good. I feel fresh. I feel clean. I feel good. I feel ready. Like, I could legitimately, I'm not kidding you guys, I could react to YouTube videos for 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I would never burn out. I would never get tired. I would always be like, okay, it's time to do another day. It would never stress me out. I'm not even kidding, guys. I can do it, and it's not an issue whatsoever.
Does it justify? Does the cost justify making it? Yes, it does, as long as you don't get fucked over and craft a crappy shovel. But I definitely get my value out of it. And the way I know this is that this shovel is nowhere near close to breaking, even though I've been using it for a long time. I also got really lucky, and this shovel has a reduced chance of durability loss. But this is like almost a perfect shovel in general. But
Wouldn't
it
the
has
perfect
97
one be
durability.
gold?
As you use the tool, the durability will go down, the max durability, and as I mentioned before, you can repair the tool as well. I would say that if you are only using the 4,000 energy you regenerate each day, life skills can take around like 30 minutes.
Okay.
And from the stuff that I'm crafting, you can see that I can craft this, which is a necessary component for me to... Yes, you can repair the shovel.
That's
it's
what
a
I
necessary
asked.
component in order for me to upgrade my items.
Did you get it figured out?
The efficiency of this recipe is pretty damn good. The energy is per account.
Bro, this shit is just nuts. Like, I feel like maybe it's not as crazy as I believe it is. Maybe it's just crazy because I haven't played the game before. So, like, I'm getting everything just kind of fucking dumped on me, and I'm not used to it. I think that could be the case. You're just overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly.
So you don't have to do it on each character. That would be horrible. To give you an idea of how good the recipe is, when I crafted about 10,000 gold worth of these mats, the value of what I was crafting was worth about 20,000 gold. So I saved myself 10,000 gold from just doing my professions. So it's something.
That's a lot of money.
It's time consuming, but everything that you have.
That's a whole
has
lot of money.
Technical gold value. Even if you didn't want to craft these to use themselves or to sell, you could even sell the raw components. And you can see that 100 rocks is worth 110 gold. You start doing life skills at around level 20.
How the fuck a rock be worth more than gold? How a rock be more money than gold? Oh my god, it's rock meta now? They're special rocks. Oh shit. Oh my god, no wonder they're so expensive, man. They're special rocks. Damn.
Once you reach the life bar map. When you're crafting, there's a small chance that your craft crits and you craft double the amount of materials.
Bro, I asked my mom one time. She fucking, like, we were talking about Burning Crusade and crafting and WoW. And I asked her, there was one time that, like, I remember she was in Shatrath and she procced 5 primal mites out of 1 primal mite. And, like, for example, like, that's like making, like, you had like it's like the most expensive item and you're multiplying it by 5. And I asked her literally like fucking like 10 years later. And I'm like, do you remember, it was more than that, it's like almost 15 years later, do you remember whenever you procced the primal mite and you got 5 of them? She's like, yeah, that never happened again.
Gathering is account wide. Alright? Now
that was a good time.
It's time for the quiz. Anyone who gets the question wrong,
okay,
you're banned from the chat.
Here we go. Oh shit. Okay, I actually was about to I was about to completely win that one, so I'm not honest with you guys. Shut the fuck up, idiot.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, look. Yeah, that's what it is. I forgot. I know. All right, so listen, I'll pull up the Google Trends. Y'all always love Google Trends. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do Google Trends. There's the YouTube video I just watched there again before. This is a YouTube video by a guy. His name's Saint One. He's a very popular, very well known. He's very successful, as you guys can see. Look at this character he's got going on here. Look at this fucking character. Where is it? There it is. Is one of these. His character is level 60. He's got like 1,550 item level. He's got all relic gear. Like, this guy is a literal god at Lost Ark. So just keep this in mind. I'm gonna go ahead and link it to you guys. That's his alt. Oh, sorry, that's his alt, boys. Like, that's only the alt. This guy is a legend. So find a Lost Ark costume video. Look, dude, if y'all really want me to watch the costume video, I can maybe watch it. But before I do that, I'll just check real quick what the Google Trends are. Okay. That is just for that's for something else. What was I gonna? Fuck. I forgot. What was I gonna say? Google Trends. Google Trends. Yeah. All right. Let's go Google Trends. So let's look right now. Lost Ark. It's an online game, as you guys can see. Giggity goddamn! Oh, motherfucking shit! New World. Let's go ahead. We'll do New World online game. And this is in the United States. So actually, New World is still, bro. New World, brothers. We're still strong. But we're not going to let this weeb shit take us over, man. We can't let this happen. It's not going to happen. Go worldwide? I will. I'm just looking at this one for now, okay? That's all. I know what I'm doing, okay? I know what I'm doing. Let me go ahead. I'll look at the rest of this. And again, after this, I'll go back. We'll look at a couple of other videos. But I just wanted to do a little quick thing. People wanted to see the Google Analytics and the trends and all of that stuff. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. Yeah, that's New World. New World's popping off. Lost Ark is going real fast. And then let's look at World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft online game. There it is. So damn. And that's only in the United States, too. Again, that's only in the United States. So it keeps going. Now, y'all want to see worldwide. We're going to be Mr. Worldwide here. Oh, wow. Oh, my wow, dude. Oh, my God. Jeez, look at that. Look at that, dude. There's a lot of fucking people. Check yourself. I'm not going to look at myself. Who cares? All right, let's see here. All right, we'll do final. Do I really want to incur the wrath of this again? Do I really want to do this? Or do you guys really want to? There it is. There it is right there. I would say this is probably, I don't know really if it's accurate or not. It's hard to say. But there you go. There's a lot of fucking people that are playing Lost Ark right now. Like, Lost Ark is the game. It is the fucking game. WoW is winning. WoW is winning over what? What's it beating? Oh, it's ahead of Final Fantasy. Yeah. True. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. And you guys want to see? Okay. All right. Real quick, we'll go ahead and we'll do a Genshin Impact. Okay. We really gotta get into playing this game, guys. We've really gotta get into playing this game. It's a good game. Twitter update. We gonna look Twitter. Look, that's where we're at now. We just got fucking what's the thing that I was gonna say? We just got word that there's a new tweet from Lost Ark. Let's go ahead and we're gonna look at the new tweet. It said all deployment issues have been resolved. Our new launching time is 12:15 Pacific time. That's in 2 fucking minutes. That's in 2 goddamn motherfucking minutes. Oh my god, we're about to play the goddamn game. Holy shit. Oh, wow. Okay, guys. We are ready. Gentlemen, it's been quite a time. It's been quite a while. Let's see if it's going to happen. Now, who wants to bet that it might not happen at the exact time that they say it might happen? What do you guys think? You know what? I actually think they're going to do it. I think it's going to come out within 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, we're going to have it come out. I'll take it half a hundo. Okay, listen, if I get it wrong, you guys don't think so? Yeah, y'all want to do a gamble? How about this? If it's not ready within 5 minutes, I will gift 200 subs on the stream tomorrow morning. I don't want to do it right now because I don't have my card ready and everything. I will give 200 subs. But if it's not, at least 200 of you guys have to Twitch Prime. How about that? I will give 200 subs. You know what? I'll even make it 300 subs. 300 subs. If it's not ready within 5 minutes. Yeah, if it's not ready within 5 minutes, we'll see what's going to happen. All right, no, don't sub now. What the fuck? Guys, it's not even started. Like, what the... Have you guys never gambled before? Stop. Stop. That's not what it's going to have. It's not what it's going to be, all right? I don't know what the hell you guys are thinking. I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing. No, that's not how it works. Give me just 1 second here, and we're going to log on, and we're going to try this. So, it's 4:15. I'm going to log on to the game, and it's... Stop, guys! Like, actually stop. Like, look. You're going to have time to fucking sub after I get this right. Because I know I'm going to get it right. Like, whenever I do something like this, I know every single time that I do something like this, that I'll be right. I never bet on something that I know I won't win. Like, I never... You know what it is? Yeah, I'll tell you guys what it is, alright? What it is you guys know that I'm gonna get it right. You guys know, and you're just, like, paying it forward because you know what happens whenever you bet against a champion. That's what it really is. You know what happens whenever you bet against a champion. It's gonna load the servers right now.